I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
It doesn't matter. It's about whatever makes you say to yourself, I am great.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2024 Idaho High School Football Playoff. State playoff coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by the Idaho Bowl, Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, Ideal, Idaho's College Savings Program, Valleywide Cooperative, your local Toyota dealers, Dip Fusion Helmet Reconditioning, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Hi, everybody. My name's Paul Kingsbury alongside the Joel Richardson. Happy to be here at ICCU Arena on the campus of Idaho State University in lovely Pocatello, especially this time of year. Been here all week. This concludes the semifinals. Joel, right here tonight, the winner of this game will move on to play Declo, who won the game prior to this for the state championship. Westside coming in with the target on their back. They're coming in as the defending, and Aberdeen coming in. They haven't really been at the top of the pile for a while, and coming in as conference foes in that Southeast Idaho Conference. Aberdeen came out first, 9-1. Westside also 9-1. So it's a conference matchup in the semifinals, Joel. It's not always what you want, but it's what you get.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one, Paul.
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up.
No, it's okay. No, it's I thought you were going to say one more thing. Are you kidding? This is the game I've been looking forward to all week. As soon as both teams won last week, Paul, I could not wait for this one. Of course, last week, Aberdeen defeated North Fremont 35-8. Westside defeated Ryrie, a good Ryrie team, 28-14. And, the East Idaho Prepcast insider and expert Sean Kane said, made a bold prediction at the beginning of the year, the 3A championship would come through East Idaho. And wow, imagine that. He was right. But honestly, it is pretty amazing that you had North Fremont, Aberdeen, and then you had Westside Ryrie both playing in those quarterfinals. And earlier you had Declo, Firth, all East Idaho teams. Well, Declo is now an adopted East Idaho team.
They've always been considered East.
But they're in the Southeast Idaho Conference, so you can confirm that they are more an East Idaho team. So pretty cool that all the semifinal matchups and some of the quarters were all from East Idaho.
Absolutely. Of course, Aberdeen head coach Derek Jolly, head coach for Westside Tyson Moser. Tyson's been there a long time, 16th season. And Derek Jolly, first season, I believe it's second stint though, if I remember correctly. Coming in tonight, good seasons all the way around. Westside, their one loss to Declo. They lost in that defensive instant classic 6-0. And on the other side, Aberdeen lost to Westside by 2 on October 18th. So the rematch.
And we had a rematch earlier, right? We had Declo going up against Firth, and that was a rematch. Declo ended up winning that game 28-7, or 28-7. 35? Oh my goodness. Well, it doesn't matter. They ended up winning.
35, you're right.
Yeah, it was 35-7. Yeah, one more touchdown, right? So it was 35-7, more than they won in their previous meeting. So this time, what is this rematch going to look like? And with first-year head coach Derek Jolly versus, a seasoned head coach, like you said, and Westside's Moser. Tyson Moser, thank you. I'm wondering if Tyson Moser is going to have a little bit of that edge as the more experienced coach. But man, Aberdeen, like you said, they haven't been on top in a while, but here they are, top of the conference, along with Declo Westside. They were almost a three-way tie. Well, they were a three-way tie, but because of scoring and aggregates and stuff, Aberdeen and Declo had the first-round byes.
You're hearing Westside take the field, and both the teams enter the field the same way. So Westside comes in from the right end zone with their pirate flags, and they dance on the ISU logo. And waiting on the left side of the field are Aberdeen, the men in black with their flags. Aberdeen on the far side, they are the home team on the scoreboard. Westside right in front of us. And they are the visitors on the scoreboard. Maroon pants, white shirts, maroon numbers. And Aberdeen, all black except orange numbers. Love it.
And, that's nice for broadcasters because we can see the numbers pretty well. You got the orange on black and the maroon on the white, so that should be pretty nice. As Aberdeen is wrapped up all around each other in a big circle, hyping each other up. You got one guy in the middle dancing around and getting them hyped for this game.
Somebody lost the rhythm, though.
Right?
Somebody lost it.
That circle, it was kind of moving with a nice flow, and suddenly they lost that flow.
Come on, Jimmy, what are you doing?
But yeah, Aberdeen head coach Derek Jolly, he's in his first year, but he was before he was with this team for a long time, like you said.
You're right, 18 years as an assistant, been around the program.
Right.
And in a small school like that, and I grew up in a small school, the assistant, if you're there for 18 years, you've got the experience of the head coach.
Exactly.
Really.
And I remember talking to him, I said, so what's changed? He said, you know what? Not much, except for talking to you guys. And he was meaning the press, right? He said, but it's okay. I like this. But clearly, like, he has been the assistant coach for a while, and not much has changed, maybe except for some of the logistics. Instead of just coaching the offense or the defense, now he has to manage the game, which is a little bit different. But it's kind of nice when you're the assistant coach, you move into the head coaching slot, and not much has changed. That's a good sign.
It is. Westside, of course, has some winning experience. They won state titles 1980, 83, 04, 2010, 14, and then they started the streak 19, 20, 21, missed 22, and then in 23. That's not a bad streak right there. And Aberdeen still hunting for their first state title in football. Aberdeen won the toss and elected to receive. I like that. I've seen that more this year.
Yeah, go and punch him in the mouth first, right?
Yep.
Now, you know, against West Side, I don't know how much punching in the mouth you're going to do, but yeah, go and try to strike first. Love it.
This is gonna be a punch in the mouth game. You know, their conference, I want to say, rivals, foes.
Yep, definitely.
You know, I don't think they're sending each other Christmas cards. So watch for that. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of testosterone, a lot of adrenaline. Each team has something to prove, and they've got their fans on their side on both sides of Holt Arena, ICCU Dome, Mini Dome, whatever you want to call it.
The artist formerly known as the Holt Arena, right?
The Holt Arena.
ICCU doing a great job, you know, refurbishing this place, fixing up the seats, the scoreboards, the field. ICCU putting in a lot of money into local athletics, which is a great sight to see for sure.
Dallas Nelson.
Will pick up.
Dallas Nelson of Westside set to kick right to left. Left-footed kicker is underway, punches it back, and it's taken at the 5. Here comes Aberdeen. Makes it all the way up to the 24-yard line.
And that was Eston Beck on the carry.
Okay.
Picked up that ball pretty quick, Paul, on the bounce. It took a nice bounce right towards his numbers and had a nice return on the kickoff.
About a 19-yard kickoff return for Eston Beck, the senior. And the semifinal game is underway. Everything else has been decided. We're the only show in town.
So you better all be listening loud and proud. Should be a good one this evening.
Ortiz in the shotgun. Hands it off. Coming to the near side, that's Shackelford. And Shackelford gets a pretty good run up to the 31-yard line.
And you're going to hear Luke Shackelford. If you've never heard these teams before, right? If you're new to Idaho football 3A, you're going to hear Luke Shackelford. You're going to hear obviously the quarterback Lupe Ortiz. You're going to hear Eston Beck. Great crew of backs helping Lupe Ortiz on in the offense.
2nd and 3, left side of the field at their own 31-yard line. On the right hash, clock running. 11:15 to go here in the first. Thanks for joining us here on IdahoSports.com. Ortiz, shotgun again, takes it, hands it off. This time goes to Beck. Beck got maybe half a yard. Nice job by that Pirate defense.
Looks like he got a gain of 1, so 3rd and 2 for Aberdeen.
Boy, they say that, but they didn't move the down marker. That down marker is still 3 to go. The board says 2 as well. Kind of in the middle, I guess. How about a long 2?
A long 2,
we'll go with that. Taking their time, getting back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short. We'll call that.
Watch for Westside to clog the middle, bring in those backers. Sell out on the run.
Ortiz hands it off. They go up the middle, get the first down, and pushed back. Player loses his helmet for Westside. The runner there, number 27, Eric Alvarez, a sophomore.
And just when you think, okay, we got Shackelford, we got Eston Beck. Oh yeah, there's also Eric Alvarez who runs the ball at times. And we still haven't seen Lupe Ortiz take off.
I mean, he's got 950 yards on the season rushing as quarterback.
Yeah. Now, a bevy of a stable of running backs, if you will.
Yeah. Eric Alvarez has 424 yards on the season. Clock running 9:40. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Aberdeen with the football. Quarterback keeper. Up the middle, near midfield, taken down at the 48-yard line. Good play call. That gets the first down and a couple. Moving the chains well are the Tigers.
And that was a quarterback option. He could either give it to Nelson or pull it at the mesh point and take off down the middle, and he did exact that. Faked out half the West Side defense and he took off for a big run, just shy of the 50-yard line. Nice play from Lupe Ortiz. I think he heard us saying we haven't called his name yet.
Yeah, come on.
He's probably listened to our broadcast.
I'm sure in the helmet.
Yeah, for sure.
In the shotgun again. Takes the snap, hands it off. Coming to the near side, that's Shackelford, and Shackelford. Gain of 2, tackled right at midfield. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for Aberdeen.
On the tackle, Bryson McDaniel was there for the stop. Number 22, Drake Sage was there, a sophomore and a junior. So they pursued well Shackelford, and I thought Shackelford was dead to rights there, right on the goal line, or excuse me, on the on the
midfield.
What is that on the midfield?
50-yard line.
Yeah, but he was able to get 2 more yards.
Clock running, 8:15. Aberdeen.
Line of scrimmage, that's what it's called.
Oh.
Sheesh.
Well, it's 2nd and 8. And they are lined up on the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper again. He takes the left gap, gets across midfield. And the new line of scrimmage will be at the west side 46-yard line. 3rd down, 4 to go.
The last 2 games I've seen from Aberdeen, as Lupe Ortiz goes, so goes this team. And so it's pretty cool to see the start, to see, 2-3 runs, not from Lupe Ortiz.
Right.
But since then, we've had a couple runs from Ortiz, and they've all been positive yards. You're always a little bit concerned, though, because he is your star. You obviously have Shackelford and Eston Beck, but, man, if he goes down.
And in the semifinals, you hate to see anybody go down.
For sure.
Up to the line of scrimmage they go. 3rd and 4 from the 46. 7:20 to go, first quarter. Aberdeen moving the ball left to right. Ortiz standing at midfield. Kind of a bad snap. He picks it up, runs it himself. Able to get a couple of yards out of it. Had a lot of room to run. Decided to cut back up the inside. And now it's 4th and 2 for Aberdeen.
And we saw in the last game, we saw punting. We saw using that field punting to switch the field and kind of being strategic in that way. Having seen Aberdeen a few times this season, they don't punt a lot, Paul. This may be back to more kind of 8-man game where we go for it almost every time.
Well, they've got almost 2,700 yards rushing on the season, which is a lot. They've got 415 yards passing.
You know, our analysis tells us that that's a lot.
I'm not a math major, but that's a lot of numbers. 4th and 2, they're going for it. In the shotgun. Jeez, takes the one hopper, and they're going to throw some flags. And it's going to be on west side. So what was on Aberdeen, excuse me. What was 4th and 2 goes all the way back. It's now 4th and 7. And now it looks like Aberdeen brings the punt team out.
Yep, this is going to be number 22, Guillermo Barrera, who came in. He's a soccer player, actually, played on the soccer team, and they invited him, hey, come kick for us. And he's been a revelation for this Tigers offense.
You know, that's a story as old as time in Idaho.
Right.
And huge a great punt. Lands at the 6, into the end zone and out the back. Great punt for Barrera.
And you know, Barrera he hit his leg like, oof. That was a little too much there, Gus.
Easy.
And I think they wanted the pin inside the 10, which they've done in previous games. And that one, that guy, he sent that ball sailing.
He did.
Great punt. But yeah, strategically they wanted it to be stopped inside the 10, inside the 20. But they do get it, out into the end zone, so 20-yard line.
So West Side gets their offense on the field at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Ball spotted right between the hashes. 5:55 to go, first quarter, no score. But West Side looking to change that. Under center. Hands it off. Gain of about 4 or 5 yards. So that's going to be 2nd and 5. So right up the middle, he earned every one of those 5 yards.
Sure did. Luke Shackelford on the tackle. Also number 50, Axel Rodriguez. Nice job by Axel to wrap up quickly. He stopped the run, and then as the run was continuing to push just a little bit more, Shackelford came in and finished the tackle.
West Side breaks the huddle, back to the line. Under center again, Jaden Fuller, the quarterback. Takes the snap, hands it off, man coming through. Boy, he gets wrapped up, thrown back. That's number 18 for Westside Crusade.
Luke Shackelford, big tackle. He wrapped up and he walked him all the way back. Would have been a loss of downs if there wasn't for that great rule that Paul loves so much.
Yeah.
The forward progress.
I'm telling you, I was doing the Weiser American Falls game a couple weeks ago. A Weiser big player, like 6'2", picked up the small American Falls by the armpits from behind and started walking. And his little feet started shaking. He was an angry elf. Handoff going to the far side, cuts the gap, gets the first down. I think that's Trace Stone. Nope, that was Sage again. And he picks up the first down, moves to chains. 4:30 to go here. First quarter, Westside on the move.
Both teams showing violent running, but also violent tackling. Every hit is strong. You know these teams, once they realize they'd be playing each other, they've been prepping for this game all week long. Couldn't wait for this rematch, as again the last game was close. Score 14-12 in favor of Westside.
Handoff again, cuts the gap, tackled immediately. He had some room to run there. Nice job by that front line for Aberdeen. Handoff again to the near side. They're going to lose a couple. Ball's loose, but I think he was down first. And that one was Trace Stone, number 11.
And 53, Adam Valdez was there quickly on the tackle. Had no problem there. Adam Valdez plays on that right side, right guard, and did a good job pursuing the runner and not letting go once he wrapped up. A lot of times you don't have to finish the tackle. You just need to stop them from their getting that head of steam, and then you wait for the rest of your players to finish the tackle.
Back to pass, trying to find somebody wide open. Catches it at the 42, tackled at the 49. Nice catch and run, but he's injured. And that is number 11 for Westside, Trace Stone.
And Mitchell Elliott on the tackle had to catch up to number 11, who comes up hobbled. But yeah, he was wide open, like you said, Paul, and good for Mitchell Elliott to pursue quickly and to run him down and make that tackle.
Stone took a couple of steps and ended up going back down on his knees. During the break, let's thank some of our local sponsors.
Sun River of Idaho in Aberdeen is a locally owned potato fresh pack company and has been locally owned and serving the local area for nearly 25 years. Give Sun River of Idaho a call at 208-397-4166 today. Everyone at Sun River of Idaho is proud to support all Aberdeen student athletes. Kim Wallen is proud to be a third-generation farmer and huge supporter of the local community and schools. Kim Wallen Farms raises wheat, sugar beets, corn, and of course potatoes on prime farmland. Everyone at Kim Wallen Farms wants to wish the Aberdeen Tigers good luck in today's games.
All right, walking off the field with a little bit of help is Trace Stone now. Definitely not doing sprints. Limping on that left leg, knee, ankle.
That's a big loss, as Trace Stone is one of their captains. He's a senior, and he runs that ball really well, and obviously also catches, is a good receiver in the secondary. But Westside, if you don't know anything about Westside, it truly is next man up.
So recap, 1st and 10 from the Westside 49-yard line. 2:34 clock running here, first quarter.
First quarter has gone faster than
it has.
Man, a steak dinner.
Hands it off up the middle, number 22 gets some yards. Drake Sage picks up about 7. That'll be 2nd and 3 for Westside.
Drake Sage gets a nice block to that B gap by the offensive line, and that sprung him into the secondary almost immediately after he got past that first level. And the backers had spread out, and he gets a good 7 yards.
What do you say, first team to score wins?
Yeah, probably so.
West Side on the move, 1st and 10. Takes the snap, hands it off once again to Sage. Sage picks up about 1.5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 1.5.
And this is the longest drive of the game, Paul, so far as we come to the end of the first quarter. West Side's been holding this ball for, I want to say, just over 5 minutes.
Yeah. Slow grind. Clock running, minute 25 left.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go for the Pirates from the 42-yard line.
Back to the line. Fuller under center. Takes the snap, looks, hands it off, this time to Sage. Sage to the right side, gets the 1st down to the 39-yard line. Move the sticks as we near the 1 minute mark.
And again, there really hasn't been, we haven't seen any big plays.
No.
Even if they get second level, they're met by 3 or 4 tacklers. Both teams' defenses meet that when they get second level, when the offense gets second level, both defenses are meeting them there to allow, to disallow, to avoid those massive plays. So good defense keeping everything in front of them so far.
Well, 1st and 10 from the Aberdeen 39-yard line, 38 seconds to go. Fuller hands it off. Looks like he gave it to Sage again. Drake gets stood up, but a gain of 3, or 2. So even when Aberdeen catches them early, they're still getting positive yards on those drives.
And that's what, if I could spit it out quicker, I would say. However, Westside is still able to move the ball. They're averaging 3-4 yards probably as we come to the end of the first quarter.
1 down, 3 to go here at the ICCU Dome. No score yet. We'll keep it right here.
Lava Hot Springs in Idaho is your destination for a fun or relaxing day, whichever you choose. Just 11 miles off I-15, their world-famous hot springs are open now from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and until 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. The all-natural geothermal hot springs are always a warm 102 to 112 degrees, so you can come and soak your worries away. Their indoor aquatic center with Kiddie Cove is now open Fridays and Saturdays, noon to 8 p.m., and Sundays, noon to 5 p.m., with special weekday hours. Visit Lava Hot Springs for more information and calendar for hours. And how about for top quality auto parts in Preston and the surrounding communities out there in West Side land? Look no further than Preston Auto Parts, your local source for everything you need to keep your vehicle running like new. Whether you're tackling a do-it-yourself repair or keeping your ride in tip-top shape, Preston Auto Parts has you covered. They've got a huge selection of batteries, filters, brakes, tools, fluids, and so much more, all from the brands you trust. Preston Auto Parts, located at 17 South State Street, where you are always treated like family.
All righty, switch field. Now on the right side of the field, West Side moving left to right. Could see a rematch of last year's Declo versus West Side championship if West Side can pull it out. There's a pitch to the backside, going to the left. Gets about half of what he needed. That was Cruz Sage again. He's doing a lot of the work here in the first half.
And Tana Nelson was on the ground, having been blocked to the ground. It was a good pancake block. But Tana Nelson was able to get the shoestrings of Sage and tripped him up to avoid Sage getting further yards. Nice shoestring tackle, literally little shoestring tackle by Tana Nelson.
3rd and 5 for West Side at the Aberdeen 34-yard line. They have had, like you mentioned, they've had possession for quite a while.
Yeah, half the first quarter, now going into the second.
Handoff comes to the near side, cuts in to the 30, and that's Cruz Sage again.
Number 4, Lupe Ortiz, the quarterback, in on the tackle. And he was the first to hit. Playing out there in the secondary. Nice job by Lupe Ortiz to get low. And
that ball very close to a first down. Looking at where the first down marker is versus where that's spotted, there's probably half a foot right there. So they'll line up all bunched in. Fuller. They get the first down plus one as everybody falls to the ground like dominoes. Help each other up. I like to see that.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good sportsmanship almost every game today.
Yeah.
Skyline, Minico, Firth, Declo, and now Aberdeen Westside. All teams, we've seen them pick each other up. Good sportsmanship before, after games. Not many, unsportsmanlike conducts, if any at all, honestly.
There was the one that came under here.
It's Skyline, Minico,
yeah,
right?
Skyline, Minico, but it didn't escalate. It ended.
Right.
So 1st and 10 from the Aberdeen 27-yard line. 10:05 clock running here in the second quarter. Under center. Rolls to his left. He's going to throw. He's got a man in the end zone. Up! Touchdown! Touchdown, West Side. 27-yard touchdown pass. And Moser with the touchdown. And West Side strikes first.
A really good play there from Westside. Eston Beck was there. Honestly, he could have tapped that away, knocked it away. But that ball, honestly, seemed to sail right through Eston Beck's hand. And that's 6 points for Westside.
Now going
Perfect throw.
For the PAT. It was an absolutely perfect throw. The kick is up. The kick is good. Number 67 punches it in. Dallas Nelson. So 9:53 left in the second quarter. The Pirates strike first.
And did you have that on your bingo card that the Pirates would strike first on a long, 20-plus yard throw to get 6? My
Basically
goodness.
The third pass on the season for Westside. Kidding. They don't throw very often, though.
Correct. Sun River of Idaho in Aberdeen is a locally owned potato fresh pack company and has been locally owned and serving the local area for nearly 25 years. Give Sun River of Idaho a call at 208-397-4166 today. Everyone at Sun River of Idaho is proud to support all Aberdeen student athletes.
All right, after the touchdown, West Side set to kick left to right to Aberdeen. Well, they'll get a chance to punch back.
Set to kick for the Pirates is number 67, Dallas Nelson.
Seen a lot of left-footed kickers today. That one, nice punch kick, taken at the 7. Aberdeen coming back. The return to the 20. That was Eston Beck, I believe, right?
Right, number 9.
And I think some West Side fans saw a block to the back, potentially. I don't know if you can.
I didn't see it. That was a nice kick from Jackson Bastion.
Why don't you yell out to them real quick?
Junior.
Just say, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not my job. That's the official's job.
9:46, 1st and 10.
My job is to disagree with the people listening to us.
Yes, that's exactly right. 1st and 10 for Aberdeen.
That's who I have discussions with, people who can't talk back.
That's the best kind. In the shotgun, takes the snap. No, it's going to be a keeper. Almost gets tripped up, avoids the tackle. And Lupe Ortiz picks up a couple of yards, but paid the price.
Yeah, and Lupe, a good thing he didn't, it was another one of those options where he could either hand it off or pull it. He ends up pulling it, takes it himself, but yeah, makes something out of nothing. I was amazed he got 2 yards on that. Lupe Ortiz is so shifty, but again, he does it not in this smooth way. He kind of violently runs.
Yeah.
He lowers his head and picks his way through the crowd and steps hard every move.
So after the touchdown by Cooper Milburn, Pirates lead 7-0. Aberdeen, 2nd and 8, ball on the 22. Takes the snap, hands it off, and he is tackled for a loss of about a yard. He tried to go right up the middle, and West Side saying no.
The West Side did a good job. They were looking blitz. they pulled back and they were just rushing 3 or 4. And then on the run, then they came forward. The backers came forward and clogged up those gaps, which is a nice read from the coaching staff, which allowed the linebackers to stop them right at that B gap.
So Aberdeen huddled up about 7 yards from the ball and then looked up and went back another 3. So it must be the super secret play.
Well, yeah, you look back and, oh, hey, they can hear us. Let's back up. So I think they saw us drawing up the play on our shirt.
3rd and 8 for the Tigers. In the shotgun, Ortiz takes the snap, hands it off, gives it to Beck. Beck goes around the right side, picks up a yard and stopped.
Ever since that first drive from Aberdeen where they had a couple first downs, Aberdeen has really been stuffed by this West Side defense, this rush defense not letting anything get past them.
So 4th and 7 from their own 23. The punt team comes out, clock running, 7:35 left in the first half. And this is a quick first half. Set to receive for West Side, number 22, Drake Sage. The punt lands at the 40, their own 48, and bounces pretty much straight up. So it is down at midfield, 1st and 10 for West Side.
Kim Wallen is proud to be a 3rd-generation farmer and huge supporter of the local community and schools. Kim Wallen Farms raises wheat, sugar beets, corn, and of course potatoes on prime farmland. Everyone at Kim Wallen Farms wants to wish the Aberdeen Tigers good luck in today's game.
We're 7:17 to go. West Side going left to right at midfield. The handoff come to the near side, and that is again 18 Crew Sage. That guy is getting all the touches.
And Tanner Nelson on the tackle did a good job wrapping up Crew Sage, but it was only a yard. So good stop there from Aberdeen. Brings up 2nd and 9. If they can get one more stop, they may force Westside to go to the air again, and which they don't do a lot. So right. I think this is a huge down right here, even though it's only 2nd. But 2nd and 9 could be big for Aberdeen.
From the Aberdeen 49-yard line, just across midfield. Fuller rolls, throws, almost picked off, and a flag comes out from the side judge. And they're going to call pass interference on Aberdeen.
Yeah, the secondary got there a little bit too early. 4 was there and number 10 was there. Ronnie Cerna and Lupe Ortiz to tackle the receiver. And if they would have jumped the route, that may have been an interception. But instead of jumping it, they tackled the receiver a little bit too early. And that's going to be a PI, easy call for the officials.
So now 1st and 10 from the 34 after the 15-yard penalty. 6:31 left here in the first half. And an officials time. Not sure what they want to talk about.
Maybe where they're going to dinner after the game.
I don't know. 2 officials go over to the Aberdeen sideline, though. Is it another football issue?
Maybe so, yeah, but one of the officials was deep and on their bench looking for something.
Well, here we go. Number 18 again, Crew Sage goes around the left side, and he gets stopped. Gain of 2.
Ronnie Cerna, big hit there. Wrapped him, grabbed his arm, and threw him down to the ground. Nice tackle there from Cerna.
Aberdeen allows about 7 points a game. West Side, just 13. So these defenses, they're big, they're strong, they're tough. 5:58, clock running, 2nd quarter. 2nd and 8, ball on the 32-yard line. West Side moving left to right. Under center is Fuller. Fuller has the option, decides to keep it himself. Has an open lane to the end zone. Touchdown West Side. A 32-yard run by the quarterback. 6 more on the board. 13-0 Pirates over the Tigers.
And that was a great offensive call by the Pirate coordinator's head coach. He had split backs, and Fuller waited till the very last moment. The fake carrier was almost past Fuller when he pulled it, but he pulls that ball and takes off. Everyone bites.
Everybody
on the fake, and Fuller takes it through that C gap when no one was really there. Almost runs 32 yards untouched. Great play from Fuller.
Kick is up. Kick's good. 14-0.
Lava Hot Springs in Idaho and Southeast Idaho is your destination for a fun or relaxing day, whichever you choose. Just 11 miles off I-15, their world-famous hot springs are open now from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and until 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. The all-natural geothermal hot springs are always a warm 102 to 112 degrees. So you, too, Paul, can come and soak your worries away, because I know you got a lot of them.
I brought my Speedo.
Their indoor aquatic center with Kiddie Cove is now open Fridays and Saturdays, noon to 8 p.m., and Sundays, noon to 5 p.m., with special weekday hours. Visit lavahot.springs.com for more information and calendar of hours.
5:41 to go, second quarter. And Westside will be once again kicking to Aberdeen, who is looking at a 14-point deficit.
Which, you know, in other games, you feel like, okay, we can overcome that no problem. But in this game, that could be ball game for Aberdeen. Aberdeen definitely needs to make some adjustments with their offense, to their offense.
There's the kick. Boy, he's got a strong leg. Taking it to 5. Coming back the other way is Beck. Beck still on his feet, finally brought down at the 24-yard line. Good return for Beck.
Yeah, Eston Beck, he lost all of his blockers. He was following them. The problem is the blockers, the kickoff cover team was able to get through the blockers, but Eston Beck got through them. And so good return from Beck. Aberdeen hasn't really been able to move the ball, Paul, since that first drive early in the first quarter. So got to get something going here. Maybe run Lupe Ortiz a little bit more pulling that ball off some, maybe not RPOs, but run option plays.
The ROP.
That's right.
ROP. Aberdeen moving right to left, 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. And there's movement everywhere, but the ball was never snapped. And it's going to be on Aberdeen. That'll be 1st and 15. So there were a couple of players that did not get the memo on the snap count.
Yeah, I think half the offensive line moved, and then half the backfield moved as well.
Let's try it again, 1st and 15 this time. Ooh.
That was close,
Yeah,
Paul.
it was. Handoff comes in here. No, he's going to keep it himself like you suggested, Ortiz.
Yeah, I needed Ortiz to cut in there, though, Paul. He was, if he had made one more cut inside and kind of cut into the middle, that would have given him a few more yards than what he got. And after that 1st and 15, now it's 2nd and 14.
Yeah, 1 yard after that. Crusage in on the tackle, by the way, if you haven't heard his name enough here in the first half. Clock running, under 5 to play in the first half now. Ball on the 20-yard line. 2nd and 14.
Got some great Westside fans just below us, Paul.
Absolutely.
And they've been standing and yelling all game.
Love it.
Love the crowd.
Ortiz in the shotgun this time. Hands it off. And tackled for a loss. The ball carrier, number 9 for Aberdeen, Eston Beck. Takes it back to 3rd and 15.
What is interesting is the body language on these players. Obviously, you can't see their faces like you can in basketball, which is so nice to. Yeah. Basketball is such a different sport because you can see their faces.
Yep.
But while you can't see their faces on this Aberdeen offense, you can see in their body language they're all kind of turning around.
Yeah.
You know, looking not necessarily at each other, but just like looking like into space, like what's going on.
Right.
And with 3rd and 14, and you also had a player kind of shrug his shoulders, put his hands up like, wait, where was the play on that one? Where was the block?
Exactly. So big 3rd down. Ortiz keeps it himself, tries to run, barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great tackle there from number 59, Gage Kidman. Well, he was in on the tackle, but most importantly, Gage Kidman, once he was in on the tackle, he helped pick up Lupe Ortiz. You know, it's Hiram Checketts, excuse me, Hiram Checketts on the tackle.
Yeah, it looks like they changed jerseys there.
Okay,
so.
yeah, you're right. And, you know, you punch him in the mouth and then you pick him up, right?
Yep, exactly. So on 4th down, they're going to punt it away. Punted from the 10, it goes straight up, lands at the 45, bounces out of bounds at midfield. Let's see where the official spots it. 3:01 left here in the first half, 14-0 Pirates.
So the way the Pirates offense has been going, you know, they're not fast strikes, but they'll run it for, what do you think, maybe not 8, like 6 or 7 plays, and then they'll take a shot.
Yeah.
And that's been the score so far, 14-0. And that shot may be a throw or maybe a long run by the quarterback. But they'll kind of lull the Aberdeen defense into to sleep, and they'll take a shot downfield. So say that because with 3:01 to play, they can still score one more touchdown.
They absolutely can. The ball is on the Aberdeen side of the field at the Aberdeen 47-yard line. 1st and 10, 3:01 to go. Receivers on the corners. Fuller throws. A little cross route, and it is complete at the 40, just across the 40. That'll bring up 2nd and about 3.
Abram Mumford on the catch. That was basically a tight end slant.
Yeah.
Lined up on the far hash and just cut into the middle. Had to dive for that throw, but only Mumford could have received that, and he did. Good catch, 2nd and 3.
Clock running, 2.5 to go. Runners on the corners again. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Cuts up the right side. Gain of a couple. Again, Cruz Sage. He actually faked the reverse and came around. Good job by Aberdeen to not bite on the fake.
And the senior Cannon Foster for Aberdeen was there to meet him. He didn't bite on the fake, but unfortunately, Cannon Foster couldn't finish the tackle.
Yep. So they get the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. 2:10 left here in the first half. 2 receivers on the left side. Fuller hands it off, and that's Sage again. Sage picks up, it looks about 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Man, Sage on his way to a 100-yard rushing game.
Yeah,
My
and
goodness.
he's getting him 2 or 3 yards at a time.
Right, no, I would love to see his average. Can we get those stats, please? Thanks. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get the I-team on that.
Yeah.
So West Side back up to the line. We got Luke Hodges way out to the left, takes the snap, hands it off again to Cruz Sage, and again, about 3 yards. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, as they say.
It ain't pretty, but it's working, Paul.
And a timeout called by West Side. Minute 29 to go, 14-0.
I like it. You can't take them with you, and you're marching. Stop that clock and, go try to score.
They might just be giving Cruz Sage a breather. Well, we'll keep it right here.
For top quality auto parts in Preston and the surrounding communities, look no further than Preston Auto Parts, your local source for everything you need to keep your vehicle running like new. Whether you're tackling a do-it-yourself repair or keeping your ride in tip-top shape, Preston Auto Parts has you covered. They've got a huge selection of batteries, filters, brakes, tools, fluids, and so much more, all from the brands you trust. Preston Auto Parts located at 17 South State Street, where you are always treated like family. Speaking of family, I've had a grandpa who was born in Weston, Idaho.
Really?
So he would have attended West Side.
Yep.
It wasn't around back at the turn of the 20th century, but I always wonder, if he would have been around when West Side was around. Might have he attended West Side and played for them or done something for them? So there's a little soft spot in my heart for West Side.
Oh yeah, nice.
As a a grandchild of Weston, Idaho.
And after the timeout, Aberdeen jumps the gun. Number 57, I think, Jaden Nelson, took the hard snap. That's going to give them a first down. They needed 4 yards with the 5-yard penalty. That's going to give them a first down at the 24-yard line.
Great for Pirates, bad for Aberdeen coming out of the timeout.
Quarterback fakes the handoff, rolls out, and throws a strike. Yeah, Mumford gets it. Was there? I thought you were pointing at a flag.
No, the official got taken out on that tackle. Mumford tried to slide before getting tackled. I mean, he did, but he got tackled almost at the same time as Westside calls a timeout. But again, another great strike.
Yeah.
To Abram Mumford.
So now we're looking at a minute 15 to go. 2nd and 4 on the 18-yard line. Another timeout called by Westside. Maybe they're going to come out and do a hard count again. Coaches on Aberdeen's huddle saying, guys, stay put. Just stay put. Don't jump for it. Next week, we'll have all 6 state championship games live and free here on IdahoSports.com. We'll have the brackets updated tonight with times, dates, locations. A few of them are already up there.
And Paul, perchance we might be here next week together once again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hitting up the championship games, bringing them to our listeners on IdahoSports.com. Really is a pleasure to celebrate these kids and be able to talk about their names, and that's got to be so cool to when you make a tackle, when you make a catch, to not only be celebrated by the fans in attendance, but by those at home. Grateful to be a part of that.
On 2nd down, 2 hitches, throws it into the end zone. Incomplete out of the back of the end zone, and you saw Fuller kind of make a hitch, moved, faked it again, and then made the throw.
Fuller, man, playing a little backyard football, you know, just like feeling it. When you're up 14-0 on a good Aberdeen Tigers team, and he had plenty of time to do it too.
Yeah.
And he made a couple, he made one guy fake out first. Didn't totally work, but yeah, 2 hitches and then the throw. That was a veteran move,
It
man.
was. So now 3rd and 4, ball on the 18, high snap, brings it down. They're going to go to the air again, caught at the 5, down at around the 3-yard line. What a catch. He had to jump for that one in defense, and it was Crusage.
Who else? Man, Crusage running, catching.
Yeah.
My goodness, an early candidate for player of the game.
1st and goal from the 2.
Watch him give him the ball, Paul.
Reward the big man. Under center is Fuller. Take the snap, give it to Crusage. Trying to push him forward. They might have stopped him.
Wow.
That Aberdeen defense with the little goal line stand, they do stop them right at the goal line.
And he wanted it too. I'm glad they gave it to him. And he was really close. He made that second effort also as the pile collapsed. And looks like they might go to him one more time.
Yeah. Ball's at the half-yard line. They do give it to him, and he is in for the touchdown. Officially 1 yard rushing touchdown with 23 seconds to go in the first half. And Westside extending that lead 20-0.
Great clock management, by the way, by Westside. I mean, they started, about the 40?
About the 40-ish
yard line. And they didn't just score. They had to run the ball a few times, had a few setbacks, but called the timeouts at the right time. Really impressive coaching there from Westside.
Going to go for the PAT.
That's Jackson Bastion.
They might not. I guess they're going to go for 2 now, as 4 Aberdeen players ran through that line. So they are making some substitutions.
Well, it was going to be Jackson Bastion on the PAT.
Yeah.
But now his services are no longer needed.
That's right. And 23 seconds left in the first half. That's all. And Westside Are they going to take their, nope, Aberdeen takes the timeout. Their first time out of the half, talk things over. So with 23 seconds to go, we'll take a little bit of a break as well. You're listening live and free on IdahoSports.com.
Dear Triathlon, let's take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
After the timeout, lining up for the two-point conversion after the penalty. Move the ball half the distance, so turn and a pitch to Sage. Sage goes to the left side, untouched into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. 22-0 is the lead. West Side over Aberdeen.
Crew Sage catches the big pass that sets them up for the 1-yard touchdown run, which he gets. Then they decide to go for the extra point. Offsides Aberdeen, and who do they give it to get the two-point conversion? Crew Sage.
Now, to be fair, it took him twice to get it in from that yard out. So Aberdeen did stop him once, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Silver linings there.
And I did, you know what, Paul, that people might wonder, why did Aberdeen just take that timeout? I don't mind that timeout. They just scored on you, 21-0. They marched from the 40 all the way to the touchdown to the end zone. And let's take a timeout and let's collect ourselves. Let's make this up. Let's win this next rep, as coaches say. And unfortunately, they didn't. There was a miscue on defense because Crew Sage walked in almost untouched for that two-point conversion. But I like the idea of that timeout to kind of collect things on defense.
So set to kick. Here's West Side going left to right. And we're 4 Tigers back to receive, just in case.
The Tigers have 2 timeouts, so they can get a good return here.
There's a little punch kick by Nelson, and it is going to be picked up by Aberdeen, and the return across midfield to the West Side 49-yard line.
Mitchell Elliott, nice return. Great stiff arm to the first tackler by Mitchell Elliott, and that sprung him for another 5-6 yards. And they're in West Side territory, Paul.
Couple of plays here.
And with 2 timeouts,
yeah, they could get 3, maybe 4.
So there's a chance for Aberdeen as they're down 22-0.
It's 1st and 10 Tigers from the 49.
Aberdeen will be receiving to start the second half. West Side.
West Side will be, exact, yep.
1st and 10 from the 49, 18 seconds. In the shotgun is Ortiz. He's going to keep it himself. Has some room, comes to the near side. Gets pushed out of bounds inside the 45. And they call a timeout with 9 seconds to go. So that play took 9 seconds. And it is spotted at the 42-yard line. So a timeout taken by Aberdeen. Each team has 1 left. Do they go sideline, try and get it out of bounds? Do they take the shot?
I think you do one more play to try to get out of bounds, and then you take the shot.
Well, stick around after. We'll go to break at halftime, and then after that we'll have our first half summary. We'll talk about what went right, what went wrong.
And remember, Guillermo Barrera, the field goal, the kicker, he has a good leg on him.
True.
The soccer players, so maybe they're trying to get into field goal range.
So it'll take a quick timeout. You see, well, actually, no. I'm trying to see where the coach is not by the official, ready to call a quick timeout. Takes a snap. And a bad throw to the opposite side of the field by Ortiz. No, excuse me, that was thrown by Shackelford, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Luke Shackelford on the throw. Another timeout called with 5 seconds to go.
So, clock at 5 as Aberdeen uses their last timeout. That ball was just thrown way behind the receiver. Both sides pretty quiet. except for the band. Now we're listening to the Aberdeen pep band.
And I like how both bands have been kind of switching off, right? You have Aberdeen plays one, then Westside plays one. I like
that is the etiquette.
Showmanship,
yes.
The etiquette, right.
But I'm going to say Westside has the tuba, and we talked about this last game. You've got the tuba.
And Skyline had 2 tubas.
That's right.
Well, that was the first game of the day.
Was that the first game?
Were there no tuba last game? Firth and Declo?
And I think Declo had the 2 tubas, I think.
No, that was Skyline.
All right.
Yeah, Skyline had 2 tubas. I honestly don't remember tubas for Declo or Firth bands. I don't think Firth had a band. I think Declo had a band for sure. These are the big conversations you turn into Idaho Sports for.
And you hear the clicking right now as they're clicking off. Click, 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 click. We're out of here. All right, lining back up after the timeout. 3rd and it doesn't matter. 3 receivers to the right. Ortiz in the shotgun. Takes the snap at the 48. Waits. Pocket collapses. He's got to run, and he'll be tackled from behind. And that will do it. As number 67, Dallas Nelson, with the tackle, ends the first half. Teams head to their locker rooms. And the Tigers have some things to talk about, Joel.
Yeah, definitely. This has been all Westside, especially Westside's defense, and luckily their offense has also capitalized. Aberdeen had a couple stops early on in the game, but man, since then Westside's been able to march down the field. Not a lot of not home run plays, but steady plays, and then they'll hit that 10, 15-yard throw or even run. But man, so far all Westside. Aberdeen got to make some adjustments in the second half.
They have not started the clock yet. I think there's still some coaches not quite off the field. Well, go to the refrigerator, make yourself a sandwich, and come back, and we will have the halftime show for you. It's 22-0, Pirates over the Tigers here at IdahoSports.com.
Dear road rivals, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Nissan and Ford charge extra for maintenance. At Toyota, we take care of our drivers. Join us. Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
Ads like this keep popping up. But I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Dear Triathlon, let's take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back. It is halftime here at the ICCU Dome. Score 22-0. All Pirates, all Crusade, with a little bit of Cooper Milburn in there. He got the first touchdown of the evening for Westside. But Crusade has just been the absolute man for Westside.
And Jaden Fuller, the captain on that field, the field general, directing traffic. And he's obviously been clean on the handoffs and directing traffic there, but his throws have been pretty solid too, including that first touchdown was a touchdown catch by Cooper Milburn, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Crusade's a senior. Last year, a first-team All-State DB, also a first-team All-Conference running back, and first-team All-Conference DB. So both sides of the ball, All-Conference and All-State.
Yeah, and did we have that on our bingo card? Because I didn't, Paul. Maybe you did. That Westside, their first score or a score would be on a passing touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I actually had that. I called it.
You should go to Vegas right now. And that's
done. See ya.
That was warm, good food.
Well, yeah, the buffets just aren't what they used to be.
That's true.
7:30 to go until the teams take the field once again, and it has been a fun day of football here in the Dome. It's our third game of the day, the last game of the semifinals, the championship game between Declo, and the winner of this game will be 5:15 Friday night right here in the Dome.
And you never want to call a game too early because you never know what a team's going to come out with. But so far, the way they've been playing, this has been all West Side. And I don't know how Aberdeen, responds if they continue to play the way they're playing and West Side continues to play their defense, because their defense has been stifling, not only on the line, but the linebackers.
Yeah.
They might spread out a little bit, but they attack helmet to ball every time. Or they might cheat up on the line, but their finishing tackles are not getting blown by on those first blocks. These backers are impressive from Westside.
And the coaches for Aberdeen in the locker room right now, I'm sure, making some adjustments to what they're doing. Maybe changing the game plan a little bit. maybe, like you mentioned, go to Ortiz a little bit more. You mentioned it. They did it. He gained a yard. But that was one play. He's got the ability to do that. On West Side, side. That,
on the West Side side?
Yeah, they're doing everything pretty well at this point.
Yep.
Right? Up 22-0. Keep doing what you're doing, guys, is kind of the mantra there. Come out, finish the game, and we'll move on. So Aberdeen is really the team that needs to make the adjustments, come out, like you said before the game, punch them in the mouth, maybe get them on their heels a little bit. And you can't get 22 points at once. There's no rock jock 22-point circle anywhere. Got to get them one at a time. So got to come out, hit hard. The defense has to come out, get the ball back, as Westside's going to be getting the ball to start the second half.
And a fun kind of culture detail from this Aberdeen team is, as we look at their banner that the players are going to run through, it says, "We are forever strong, Aberdeen Tigers." And that was something that was established by a former coach, head coach Braden Driscoll. He was a 2-year head coach, 8 years on video, about 10 years on the staff. And he started this Forever Strong mantra adopted from the movie Forever Strong, came out back in 2008, of that rugby squad, right? And the team watches that movie together at the beginning of the season, and this is one of their cultures. Is Forever Strong. They're together and they stay strong no matter what happens. And so no doubt they'll be leaning in these moments. This is when you lean on your culture. When you're down 22 points, when you're down by a lot, what are you going to do? You're going to phone it in, or are you going to keep playing hard and maybe focus a little bit more, especially if you're going to change the game plan a bit?
I like the culture. I like the culture that you just explained. Those are the stories I love hearing, especially from these small towns. I mean, you're going to get those in the bigger, the bigger schools, but I'm from a small town here in Idaho, and there's a culture, and especially with Westside, they've won a lot of state championships. Last year, for example. So there's a lot to live up to. And on Aberdeen's side, they haven't won a state title. So that's something to live up to. Who wants to be the first?
Right.
And on this team for Aberdeen, they've got a lot of youth. They've got a lot of youth, including Ortiz. He'll be coming back at quarterback. Alvarez, a sophomore. You look at a lot of these guys, they're just sophomores. Of course, Shackelford and Cerna, they're seniors.
Right.
But, there's a lot of – they're going to be able to fill the shoes pretty well next year.
Yeah, for sure. Especially, we've called a few names tonight. Eric Alvarez, you mentioned he's a sophomore, right?
Tannen Nelson, just a junior.
Yeah, Tannen Nelson. There you go. So Tannen Nelson, the other junior on this team, and they get a lot of these reps, right? They get a lot of touches on the ball. So, Aberdeen is still young, and they'll be back for sure next year. Not that this game is over.
No.
But again, the way they've been playing, this is going to be a lot of if nothing changes, it's going to be more West Side in the second half.
Well, and these are conference opponents here. And so you look at West Side, and they're a young team too. There's not a lot of seniors on that West Side team. So next year we could be right back here in the same spot.
Another bold prediction that the 3A championship will go through East Idaho.
East Idaho. Mike Grims could come back next year, though. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe. Not.
Possibly.
Go Grims. 2:23. Teams are back out. Yeah, technically, West Side is waiting to punch through the banner in the end zone. The officials are back.
And
Aberdeen back.
And just one more culture piece. The band, love that they play the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song when the West Side football team comes out.
Yeah.
And they got their pirate flags, their black Jolly Rogers.
Do you know what makes West Side such a good team?
Their head coach being there for a long time.
They just are. And I'll see myself out. We haven't done one pirate joke this game.
That's true. And there are a lot of good ones.
And that was not one of them.
Luke Shackelford should play for Westside. Shackles.
I can see that.
We need
I can see
Luke
that.
Shackelford should have played for Westside.
Well, again, the basketball season for girls has started. Boys will be in a couple weeks. We'll have the girls basketball previews up very shortly. They're already starting to come in. With football, you've got all summer, right, for the football previews. And, it can take 4 or 5 weeks for the coaches to get them in. For basketball, they've got tryouts 2 weeks later the season starts. So a lot of, coaches can't really do a preview on their team unless they know who's on it. So the girls is coming out early next week, and the boys will be right after that. So make sure you check out Idaho Sports for the basketball previews, as well as upcoming broadcasts. There's always, especially girls, there's a lot of games in December, and then January, not much. They really spread it out because conference starts early February. A lot of basketball Christmas tournaments. We're going to try and be at a few of those.
Yeah, the Preston Classic, right?
We do that. I think the first year Brandon was with us, he lived in Pocatello. He went down to it. I get a call. He had driven off the road into a ditch as he was pulling into the driveway of the Airbnb he was staying at. And we called the AD, Jones, and basketball coach. All right, and I texted him like, hey, got some guys that can go help him. So they actually, the basketball coaching staff went and dug Brandon out and got him on his way.
Wow, that's awesome.
Hope Brandon's listening. I didn't mean to share that, but I thought the slide bar was down. I didn't realize we were live. Sorry, Brandon.
I knew we were live. That's why I didn't stop you.
All right, start of the third quarter coming up.
Yeah, I'm really curious what Aberdeen comes out with. Unfortunately, Westside gets the ball first.
Right.
But on defense, what is Aberdeen going to do to stop, Westside's main contributors, right? Are they going to spy Crusade?
Well,
are they going to keep Mumford
and
at bay?
The question I've got on this kickoff, are they going to try to onside? Because if they don't get it and Westside punches it in, I say you kick it as deep as you possibly can. Let your defense do the job.
I would 100% agree with you. You kick this ball as deep as you can. Hopefully it goes into the end zone, and your returner doesn't get ahead of steam. Westside's returner, doesn't get ahead of steam.
Barrera set to kick, going left to right as we start the third quarter, and they do punch it deep. Back to receive. Well, it's Crusade. Sage comes to the near side and leg tackled inside the 30-yard line. Crusade, good return, but great tackle by Esteban Cerna.
Esteban Cerna, one of those seniors that was not going to be here next year, but his brother's going to be here, Ronnie Cerna, a junior. So it's a family affair here. Isaac Driscoll, he's only a sophomore, but his dad, Braden Driscoll's that former head coach that we talked about earlier.
A lot of Driscolls, a lot of Wallens,
right?
Aberdeen, American Falls.
Yeah, I live in the same neighborhood as a Wallen, actually.
Do you?
Good dude. Yeah, we play hoops together.
Nice. Of course, you're better, right?
It depends. He drives better.
Handoff. No, it's the option, and it goes to the near side, and a lot of room to run. Trying to find a cutback, doesn't get it. Number 22, Drake Sage. A huge run into Aberdeen territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line.
If it's not Cruz Sage, the senior, it's Drake Sage.
Yep.
And we didn't get to confirm if they are brothers or not, but one is a senior, one is a sophomore. I'm going with brothers.
Roll the dice on that one.
If they're not, blood brothers, they're team brothers, right?
Yep. They're either real brothers or brothers from another mother.
That's right. But Drake Sage saying, "Hey, watch this, crew." Nice option there from Westside.
And that is not what Aberdeen needed right there.
No.
Great option. Faked them out. And now it's 1st and 10 from the 37. Back to pass. Going deep. They have a man and barely overthrow Mitch Mumford. Excuse me, that was Cooper Milburn. 30, not 10. Should have used the binoculars on that one. That was a long ways away. So that brings up 2nd and 10. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It was a crossfield throw, long throw for the quarterback. And surprisingly, he overthrew on that long throw. but better overthrown, as we've said throughout this day, than underthrown.
We did see one underthrown, and we saw it picked off.
Was that one of the pick sixes?
No, he just picked it off here. 2nd and 10. Fuller. Nope, he handed it off. Great fake. And they gain about 3 yards. Runner there, number 22, Drake Sage. So giving Crew a little bit of a break here. So it's 3rd and 6, ball on the 33, 10:54 to go, 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and if Drake Sage is working for you, you keep running him so Crew can get a break. I love that, Paul.
Handoff, come to the near side. This time goes to Milburn. And his forward progress will get him to the 30, but he's actually dropped at the 34. Boy, hard hit.
But to give him that forward progress, Paul, looks like, on the 30-yard line.
So 4th and 3 on the 30. Clock continues to run, 10 and a half left. 3rd quarter.
This will be a huge stop here, Paul, if Aberdeen can get the ball back.
That would definitely negate that big run they just had, get the morale back. So here we go, 4th and 3. Fuller takes the snap, pitches it. And he's going to be stopped. And they did go back to Crew Sage, I believe, and he could not get it. No, yeah, that was. Did they go back to Sage? I'm trying to get a number on that. I think it was. And he's coming out. And the turnover on downs, they stopped him. So huge defensive play by Aberdeen. Gets the ball back into the offense's hands. So it didn't happen like maybe they wanted it to, but it happened.
Yeah, I think that was Crew Sage on the run there on that 4th and 3, Paul. And good defensive stop by Aberdeen. Crew Sage almost bounced out of it, spun out of it, but they still met him. Again, Aberdeen has gotten those stops here and there where the linebackers converge, the secondary converges, and they hit hard once the runner gets kind of between that 1st and 2nd level.
Aberdeen moving left to right, 1st and 10 from their own 28, 9:52 on the clock. In the shotgun is Ortiz, takes the snap, rolls, and throws it into the stands. And they threw the ball back. What are you doing?
Keep the ball for a souvenir, right, Paul?
Guys are Cubs fans. Just throw it back. So he rolled out, had a man down, and it had to have just slipped out of his hands. I don't think he was trying to throw it away.
Well, he was pressured very quickly.
He was pressured.
Looked like it was supposed to be a bit of a screen play there.
Yeah.
And, man, again, Westside, they were showing pressure. Then they pull back their pressure. They go into a zone coverage. And I think that confused Lupe Ortiz, especially as the pressure was coming into his face.
Right. Now we're looking at 2nd and 10. 28-yard line, 9:45 on the clock. They're on the right hash, moving left to right. West Side showing blitz. They might just be trying to fake them out, and they do. Handoff up the middle. Still on his feet to the 35. And still on his feet to the 37. That pile just kept moving. I think they're going to give him the 36 as they peel bodies off. That's number 27 for Aberdeen, Eric Alvarez, a sophomore.
Peeling bodies off is the perfect description. You had layers, right? And we couldn't see Eric Alvarez for like 10 seconds after the play was dead, as it almost was like every other from the other team.
3rd and 2, ball on the 36 as we near the 9-minute mark.
3rd and 2. I mean, this is 4-down territory for Aberdeen, no doubt, but still a big 3rd down here.
Ortiz in the shotgun. Takes it, and he's going to keep it himself. He has some room to run around the left side. If he can break the defense, and he does, he's open on the sideline, and he steps out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. What a great run by the quarterback, Lupe Ortiz.
Lupe, dude, gets outside. He hits the B gap, bounces outside quickly enough as tacklers were there to meet him, and he gets to the edge, Paul. and is off to the races. Nice work there from Lupe Ortiz.
There was a West Side player that was there to stop him. He just made a nice move around him and picked up a lot of yards after that one. 1st and 10 in West Side territory at the 41-yard line. Moving left to right on the left hash. 8:42 to go in the third. Shotgun again. Tried to get him off sides. They didn't.
West Side putting 8 in the box.
Handoff. And he's going to get, he was going to get a yard out of it, but he's going to get taken down behind.
They gave him like a half a yard there.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mentioned the 8 were in the box, and that was a perfect play call on defense as that run really went nowhere. I'm amazed they gave him that half a yard.
And that was Shackelford on the half-yard run. 2nd and, it's close enough to 10.
Yeah, they say 10, which is fair, absolutely fair.
And the clock continues to run as we near the 8-minute mark of the third quarter.
Every minute's precious for Aberdeen. After that big run by Lupe Ortiz, you got to capitalize on that.
Cannon Foster, receiver on the near side. Takes the snap, and he's going to keep it himself again, and he gets met immediately. He went right into a couple of Pirates, and I think 59 is who got him, Hiram Checketts.
I'm honestly amazed that anyone can get through this 4-4 set.
Yep.
I mean, they're daring Ortiz in this offense to throw the ball or even get to the flats.
And, you know, Ortiz, 5'7", 162. He's not going to bowl anybody over.
Right.
He's quick. He's shifty. Running up the middle is not going to be his forte tonight.
Yeah, not against his West Side defense.
3rd and 10. Now we're at the 7-minute mark. Same set. Takes the snap, and he's going to keep it himself again. Trying to follow his blocker. He's going to get taken down. No gain. So that brings up 4th, and it's still 4th and 10.
Yeah, Luke Shackelford was his lead blocker, and he ran into him almost and tried to push him forward. And Luke Shackelford made the block, but because he ran into Luke, he was tackled. He was slowed down and tackled from the side and behind.
4th down. You're down 22-0. 6:30. Clock running here in the third. Going to the sideline to get the play.
And Eston Beck subs in for Luke Shackelford.
As we near the 6-minute mark. Pretty much a game-defining 4th down here. All bunched in the shotgun. And the timeout is going to be taken by Aberdeen.
Yeah, Derek Jolly saw something that he didn't like and called the timeout, or wanted to see what Westside was going to line up in.
Yes.
Because he knows exactly what you said, Paul. This is the game-defining play right here, 4th and 9.
6:03 to go in the third quarter, 22-0, Pirates lead.
Sun River of Idaho in Aberdeen is a locally owned potato fresh pack company and has been locally owned and serving the local area for nearly 25 years. Give Sun River of Idaho a call at 208-397-4166 today. Everyone at Sun River of Idaho is proud to support all Aberdeen student athletes. Kim Wallen is proud to be a third-generation farmer and huge supporter of the local community and schools. Kim Wallen Farms raises wheat, sugar beets, corn, and of course potatoes on prime farmland. Everyone at Kim Wallen Farms wants to wish the Aberdeen Tigers good luck in today's games.
All righty then. 4th and 9. I guess they moved it a couple of inches. So after the timeout, 6:03 on the clock. Aberdeen moving left to right on the west side, 40-yard line. Big 4th down here. In the shotgun is Ortiz. In motion goes Nelson. They take the snap. They throw downfield, and the receiver was number 3, Esteban Cerna, and he had no clue the ball was coming his direction.
Lupe Ortiz got pressured once again. It looked like it was a screen pass pressure. I mean, 2 guys came in almost untouched from west side, and he had to get rid of that quickly. And Cerna, he was in the neighborhood, but he was not at home.
No, he was around the corner taking a walk. Walking the dog. I miss my dog. Kuma at home. Wasn't able to bring her here. I talked to her on the phone last night. Turnover on downs, 1st and 10 from their own 40. One receiver on the near side. They fake the pitch left. They hand it off to the right. A lot of room to get into Aberdeen territory. Good run, Drake Sage.
And 57 for Aberdeen was right there to make the tackle, Jaden Nelson. But yeah, Sage blew right past him. And Nelson, all he could do was reach his arm out.
Yeah.
And Sage, gave him a high five with his shoulder.
Thank you.
Thanks for the touch. I'm going to keep running.
Right to left. It's the direction West Side's moving. Clock running. 5.5 left in the third. 1st and 10 from the 46. Another handoff. Back to Crew Sage. He picks up about 4. So I think he's had one other touch here in the second half as they came out and gave it to Drake Sage to start things off. And on 4th down, they went to Crew again. They came up short. Aberdeen got it back and ended up giving it right back to West Side. And that's where we're at. 5:04 to go, third quarter. One receiver to the right. Fuller hands it off again to Crew Sage. Sage gonna be a couple yards short. That brings up 3rd and 2 from the 38-yard line.
If Drake Sage gets a touchdown in this game, the player of the game has got to be the Sage family.
Just give it to mom and dad. We've never done that.
We should. Again, we're assuming that Crew and Drake are brothers. But hopefully they are, and we give it to the Sage family, give it to mom and dad. Training up these kids, my goodness.
Fuller under center, hands it off, goes to the left, puts on the brakes, goes back to the left, and brought down. No gain, might have lost a yard. Sage again. Quarterback Ortiz in on that tackle.
A nice tackle there also from Ronnie Cerna. Tanner Nelson was there too, but Tanner Nelson was almost blocking for him as he got turned around. And he was looking for the runner, finally found him, but by the time he found him, he was well past him.
4th and 1 for West Side. Moving right to left on the left hash. 3:43 clock running here in the third. Under center. Hands it off. I'm going to guess they went to Crew this time. It was Drake.
So are they going to give him the first? Looks like they are. The official closest to us is signaling 1st down.
And they give it to him. 1st down for the Pirates at just inside the 36-yard line. See the kids down here. Look like elementary age kids running back and forth with the Pirate flags. Talk about that culture.
Right.
Going back to that, these are the future.
Yeah, and that's massive. When you get these kids running the flags, they're part of the team, right? They're part of the culture. Just huge to get these guys coming out for this football team.
Counter handoff to Drake Sage. Picks up a couple. Brings up 2nd and 8 from the 34 as we near the 3-minute mark. It's been a fun football season. It's going to be a fun championship weekend next week. We'll have all the games for you here on Idaho Sports. We'll have photographers at every game. We've got photographers here tonight, so make sure you check back. Look at the photo galleries. Support our photographers. 2nd and 8. Fakes the pitch again. Goes to Drake. Drake up the middle. Gets to the 31.
And that play has worked for them a few times, Paul. That time, the fake was to Crew, but the ball goes to Drake. I like that how both brothers are kind of setting each other up for success.
Right. It's kind of like you and I, right?
It's like the exact same thing,
pretty much. Right. I consider you my brother.
From another mother.
I only had 2 sisters, though. You got me beat on the sibling front.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Older sisters.
No brothers.
I got dressed up a lot.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I got dressed up once.
Option goes to the left side to Drake Sage. Might be, we'll see, and he gets the 1st down barely, but enough. So, minute 52 to go, third quarter. First and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. West Side moving right to left. Their fans down here in front of us liking what they see.
Yeah, and this has been a long, methodical, drawn-out drive by West Side.
Abram Mumford out on the right. And the handoff goes nowhere as Crusage is stopped.
The tackle made by Axel Rodriguez. Great name, by the way.
It is.
Axel Rodriguez.
And the way it's spelled, too.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. A-K-S-E-L.
You know, I said he was stopped. He still picked up a yard.
You know, that's the thing, right? This West Side team, I don't know. I think they've only had a few, maybe a handful, but if not a handful, just a few tackles for a loss.
Clock running, minute 15. 2nd and 9. Under center is Fuller. Gives it back to Sage. Sage up the middle, inside the 20. And that was Crusage again.
Mitchell Elliott on the tackle, and if Mitchell Elliott doesn't make that tackle, Crusage is gone for 6.
And it's 3rd and 4. 49 seconds. Clock is running. Ball between the hash marks. What Matt said. West Side to the line. And you saw Fuller talking to Drake Sage, who's blocking for Crew. And Crew, he's going to get the, if he doesn't get, it's got to be a first down.
Yeah,
it's
where the ball was spotted. Okay, they're going to move the ball backwards.
They did. They moved the ball backwards about half a foot.
Yeah, the far side official was walking behind where the ball was originally placed.
Yeah. So the 3rd quarter down, 3 down, 1 to go here in our final semifinal game of the weekend. We'll take a break. You want to keep it here?
We can take a break.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Be back for the 4th quarter right here on IdahoSports.com.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Welcome back to Pocatello. The 4th quarter about to get underway. West Side leading 22-0. And Aberdeen has a lot of work to do if they want to even try and make this closer in the 4th quarter. Only 12 minutes.
And the West Side Pep Band winning with the Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, always. Handoff hit immediately. And that was Drake Sage again.
And oh, by the way, that was a 4th and 1 play. Almost didn't realize it as there wasn't much excitement as Pirates are up 22-0. But if you're Aberdeen, you know, it's the classic win this next quarter, right? You've lost all 3 quarters, but you got 12 minutes and win this last quarter.
Yeah.
And leave the season on a high note. I mean, look, your season has already been successful as you've improved from last season. But going into the offseason, what can you do to go out with some positive momentum?
Right. It's 1st and 10, right side of the field. On the 13-yard line. Crew up the sideline, dives across the end zone, touchdown, and there's a flag on the sideline. Let's see who the penalty is on. It's the white hat. A hold on West Side. So that play never happened, or the touchdown didn't happen anyway. And a great dive.
Yeah, he went full. What is that? Full complete horizontal on that dive.
Yeah, he didn't dive down. He dove
Yeah.
straight out.
Yeah.
So, first and 13. Ball at the 16-yard line, 11:25 to go. On the left hash, moving left to right, are the Pirates.
So thanks to that penalty, Aberdeen won that rep, technically.
They did. So 4 receivers to the right side. Takes the snap, looks right. It's complete to Mumford. And Mumford gets inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, Mumford just a quick double move, or maybe not double move, but he went out and then quickly in for that catch. It was almost a tunnel screen, a kind of version of a tunnel screen where you had, like you said, Paul, 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, and caught that ball as he came from the sideline to the middle of the field and tunneled through, but good tackle from Aberdeen.
Same play, this time from the right hash. And the quarterback decides to keep it himself. Fuller stretching to the end zone. He's in. No flags on the field. This touchdown stands from 7 yards out. The quarterback keeper. And it's 28-0 Pirates.
So they go 4 wide, but that time it stretches out the defense. Great call there from Westside. It looked like it was going to be another throwing play.
Yep.
But when you go 4 wide like that, stretches things out. And the middle was open for Fuller. He gets in for 6.
Setting up for the PAT. Dallas Nelson, his kick is up. And it's good.
Nice kick from Dallas. That was just a clean PAT attempt. 29-0. Did you have that on your bingo card, Paul? Again, you and I both thought this game was going to be very close, maybe the best game of the day, potentially the playoffs. And we've had some good games in these playoffs.
We have. We've had a lot of good games.
Man, Westside came into this, and Sean Kane on the East Idaho Prepcast, he said never pick against Westside in the playoffs. And on the Prepcast that he and I do together, he picked Westside. I said, okay, I'm going to pick Aberdeen. I'd seen them play twice. I thought maybe this is their year.
Yeah.
Because they played him so well during the regular season, only lost by 2, right?
Yep.
But man, all Westside this game.
It is absolutely all Westside, and that's going to set up a really good championship game against Declo next week.
And Declo Firth was all Declo as well. So what is that? The unstoppable force versus an immovable object. And that's what we got next week if this game finishes the way it looks like it's going to finish.
If it doesn't, it's going to be one heck of a last 10 minutes and 42 seconds.
It would be a massive comeback.
Which I would
these
be
Tigers.
Great with.
Oh, 100%.
So set to kick once again. Here comes Nelson. And the big boot. It's going to be taken at the 15. Number 57, I believe, Jaden Nelson with the return to the 40-yard line. Nope, excuse me, that was 53, Aiden Valdez.
Yeah, Adam Valdez on the return. Nice job there. I don't know if he was supposed to get it, but he kind of jumped up to receive it, and he got ahead of steam and got all the way to the 40-yard line. Nice job, Adam Valdez. Only a sophomore, too, and he's a big dude.
Yeah. So big, he's got 2 numbers. Aberdeen fans know what I'm talking about. He's only one with 2 numbers, 53 and 7. 53 when they're...
That's right, yep.
Yeah. So moving right to left, Aberdeen, 1st and 10 from their own 40, 10:35 to go. Set up on the right hash in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and a gain of 1 in the pile. Shackleford gets thrown out of the pile, but forward progress will give him 1.
I mean, that was a classic, gain of 1 and a pile of dust, man.
Yeah.
Again, peeling players off each other. I mean, both lines, it was almost like both lines just fell on top of each other.
Fighting tooth and nail for every yard they get.
Meanwhile, the runner is like bounced out of the pile onto the ground.
Clock running under 10 to play now. The shotgun. In motion, and the Snap goes over his head, and Ortiz dives on it at the 25. So a loss of 15 on the bad snap. That thing went way over his head.
And Ortiz has some hops, but he could not wrangle that ball.
Not that much. They're going to say he fell on it at the 26, so it's only a loss of 14, not 15.
Oh, so that's good.
So that's good.
Yeah. And if you're Aberdeen offense, your defense couldn't stop West Side, but win this next rep.
Yeah.
Win these next 2 minutes. I know it's 3rd and 24, but get some positive yards here.
As we hit the 9-minute mark, it is 3rd and a bus ride for Aberdeen at their own 26-yard line. 24 yards to go for a first down. They hand it off up the middle, room to run, and the runner slides before he gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a slide dive, but it was kind of strange because he could have gotten, well past the original line of scrimmage if he had stayed on his feet. Maybe lowered his shoulder, but I'm not in the field, so.
So it's actually 4th and 12. I guess his butt hit a yard sooner. Yeah, that was. We saw a lot of slides in the last game too. So 4th and 12, 12-yard run, clock running 8:10. Ball at the 38-yard line. Everybody moves but the center.
So you have number 52, Ivan Brabiska, and then Adam Valdez, both standing there next to each other, including the center. Adam Brabiska is the center.
Where'd you guys go? What are you doing?
And everyone else is running but them.
Yep. So 4th and 17 after the penalty. Aberdeen cannot catch a break. Moving right to left. They're on the right hash at their own 32-yard line. Clock's running. 7.5 left in this one. And it looks to be a rematch of last year's championship. Westside will be able to defend their title against Declo. Declo looking for some payback after losing the championship last year. Ortiz, pass over the middle, open! And he's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Wow.
Great play call. Wide open, but a yard short after being 3rd and 24, 4th and 12. They come up a yard short of the first down. Turnover on downs at the Aberdeen 49-yard line.
Great route by Tanner Nelson, almost doing a tight end route, dress up the seam, using that soft middle. And man, I know Declo was trying to probably play more prevent, and that's why that middle was open. But dude, what a great play call.
Yep.
Good throw, solid catch. Everything was good in that play, just was 1 yard short.
1 yard short. 6:57 left in this one. West Side moving left to right on the left hash. Under center is Fuller. And a gain of 1 by Drake Sage.
A nice tackle there from 52, Ivan Brabiska. Does a good job of hanging on, being the first one there, fighting through his block and making the ankle tackle.
So West Side taking their time. Clock's running, 6.5 minutes left. Fuller takes the snap. Turns it into the option, keeps it himself, and gets to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Drake Sage is waiting for that ball. Fuller decides to keep it, so it's still a good run. Nice option play as Sage stayed just behind the quarterback for that potential toss.
As we hit the 6-minute mark, it is 3rd and 4. Ball on the Aberdeen 43-yard line, right side of the field. The West Side fans down below us getting ready to celebrate. 3rd and 4, takes the snap. Rolls from midfield, throws downfield. It's caught for the first down. And that's number 24 with the reception, Garrett Taylor.
And the pass was potentially intended for number 30, Cooper Milburn. But Cooper Milburn trips, falls, and luckily he didn't get up, because as that ball was coming, if he would have gotten up, he may have hit the receiver.
Garrett Taylor says, I got you.
Yeah.
Lining up 1st and 10 from the 30. One receiver to the left side. In motion goes Milburn. Milburn with the football. Gain of about 4.
And Milburn came across on the sweep, and the quarterback timed it just right. Nice job by Fuller on the hike, and Milburn to be just in sync to take the snap under center and hand off immediately to Milburn as he's coming across. That's a play that they've obviously been working all season long, and man, when you're hitting that perfectly, that's beautiful football, and you know that these guys are for real.
Now Mumford comes in the game, and they tend to use him when they use him. So he's the tight end out, and they do. They get it to him for the first down inside the 20. He's just a go-to guy. Now he comes out. Did your job, got the first down.
Yeah.
Come on out.
That quick slant into the middle. It's almost a 3-4 step and cut. And does a good job getting that first 10.
1st and 10 from the 18, 4:20 on the clock. Handoff, and a flag is down. And number 14 got the... Yep, not on the roster. At least I don't have him.
Number 14 for Westside, I have Andrew Moffitt.
Well,
don't know if that's correct, but yeah, number 14 on my roster, Andrew Moffitt, the sophomore.
I texted Matt. We'll see if he gets it. I got my roster from Matt, so he and I are both screwed up. You're the only right one. 4:05 to go. Clock running. 1st and 20 from the 28. Again to Andrew Moffitt. And nobody from West Side's disagreeing, so
yeah,
we're going to be okay.
And yeah, we hooked up Matt, and he announced it, so we helped him for once.
Yeah, right?
Usually he's the one helping us.
Gain of 7 yards. It's 2nd down and 13 yards to go for the Pirates.
If you're Aberdeen, don't let us score. This could be the momentum that you end on.
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
allowing a score in these last 3.5 minutes.
2nd and 13, muffed play as he turned around to hand it off to somebody, and somebody wasn't home. And Fuller loses his helmet on the play, so he'll have to come off.
Wonder if they'll run a wildcat play for this one play as he's out.
2, 3, 4. They're short some. Oh, there they go. Bring in a couple guys. Number 6 coming in, Jake Barzy.
Yeah, he's a freshman.
Bet he's the son of, or at least a relative of Spencer Barzy. .243, clock is running. Receiver to the left. Barzy hands it off. And a gain of about 3. It's going to be short of the first down. 4th and about 1. And the runner again, Moffitt.
And they're going to keep Barzy in, Paul.
Yep, Luke Hodges checks into the game.
So you got Luke Hodges, the junior, who we haven't called his name tonight, and Jake Barzy staying in for the 2nd time.
So Hodges out at receiver to the left side, and it's the keeper. Barzy picks up a couple.
We got a mouse in the house there, man. Jake Barzy kind of sneaking through.
Yeah.
On that rush. But that's going to be Aberdeen Tiger football, so,
yep.
You know.
Turnover on downs back to Aberdeen. 2:10 is what they've got left. Not enough to come back, but enough to put some points on the board.
Yeah, and good job by Aberdeen. Obviously, the Pirates didn't bring back Fuller on that drive after his helmet came off. So that matters, but even so, Tigers got the stop.
You know, if you're up 29-0 with 2 minutes left, you have to be thinking about next week.
100%. And some teams haven't done that, because they needed to practice. A lot of these teams have pulled their players in the second half a lot of this season. But so other teams had to keep their players in during the second to practice, honestly.
Aberdeen moving right to left. It's a handoff. Tackled. Gain of 1 as he's tripped up. Number 8 for Aberdeen, Luke Shackelford. As we hit the 2-minute mark. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 19-yard line.
It's 2nd down and 8 yards to go for the Tigers from the 19-yard line.
Coaches exiting the press box. Don't see any fans leaving from either side. It's always nice. Minute 30, clock still running. Aberdeen at their own 19-yard line. 2nd and 8. Ortiz, high snap, able to bring it down. He's going to run it, gets tripped up. And back to the original line of scrimmage, loss of 1. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Clock continues to run with 70 seconds left in this one.
Yeah, that's 2 high snaps this game. That first one sent them way back. That one, Ortiz was able to corral, barely. Something that they'll want to clean up in the offseason. Make sure whoever's hiking that ball practices those medium hikes.
3rd and 9, ball on the 18, 46 seconds, clock continuing to run. Handoff around the right side. Here comes Alvarez. Alvarez going to be tackled just shy of the 1st down. Clock will continue to run. Aberdeen has 2 timeouts left. I don't think they're going to take them.
A good fast run from Eric Alvarez to get to the outside. And obviously would have liked to see that more, but when you're playing against the bench and 2nd, 3rd stringers, that's just not, it wasn't there, right? It wasn't there all game until now.
Are they
for obvious reasons?
Even get a play off? We're at 9 seconds as they come up to the line. I think you're just going to, I can't imagine. They got 3 seconds. High snap again, Ortiz. He's going to keep it himself. Got the 1st down, but the clock's at zeros. Great effort by Aberdeen, but tonight was West Side's night as they move on to defend their championship, winning 29-0. Declo waiting next week, Friday night, 5:15, right here in the Dome. We'll be back on IdahoSports.com for that one as well. So we're going to take a quick break, be back with the IdahoSports.com player of the game right after this.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles, stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Welcome back. Again, your final score, 29-0 as West Side will move on to the state championship next week. One last thing for us to do, and that's to award the IdahoSports.com Player of the Game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game, whether you're on the field or on the road, be in the moment and free from distractions. Gotta go with the man we called the most tonight. Number 18, Crew Sage, couple touchdowns, a plethora of yards. He really kept the momentum going for West Side tonight. A lot of other moving parts involved, that very worthy of it, but tonight we're going to give it to Crew Sage.
Yeah, Jaden Fuller did a great job commanding this offense. I think he also had a touchdown himself on the run. But in the end, and also Crew Sage's, we're going to say brother, Drake Sage, he had a nice night as well in the second half. They started using him a little bit more in the option. Both brothers blocked for each other, which was pretty cool.
Yep.
And the offensive line could have gotten the player of the game, no doubt. And the defense, blanking, shutting out Aberdeen Tigers. They haven't been shut out much this season, or much ever, Paul.
Much ever, yeah.
And so it could have been a lot of people, but in the end, Crusade really was everywhere in the backfield, catching and running, and he got those 2 touchdowns. So he is our IdahoSports.com player of the game.
Again, next week's state championship will be right here at the ICCU Dome. Declo versus Westside, 5:15 p.m. Be here if you can. If you can't, you can listen live and free on IdahoSports.com. That's going to do it for us here in the Dome. This has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2024 Idaho High School Football Playoffs. Coverage brought to you by the Idaho Bowl, Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, Ideal, Idaho's College Savings Program, Valleywide Cooperative, your local Toyota dealers, Dip Fusion, Helmet Reconditioning, the Office of Highway Safety, as well as these great local advertisers.
Sun River of Idaho and Aberdeen, Kim Wallen, Lava Hot Springs, and of course, Westside's Preston Auto Parts.
Congratulations again to Crusade, your IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Thanks for joining us as Westside defeats Aberdeen 29-0. For my broadcast partner, Joel Richardson, everyone else behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com, I'm merely Paul Kingsbury. Have a good night, everybody.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com